One reckless sentence can spin an entire culture against you. Just ask Jim Jones. When he laughed into a mic and said, "Nas isn't even in my top 50, the clip exploded across timelines, radios, and barbershops overnight. Suddenly, a Harlem hustler turned rapper with a solid but regional resume was sparring with an architect of hip-hop history, and the internet smelled blood. Within 24 hours, memes mocked Jim's catalog, podcasts cued emergency panels, and fans dusted off Illmatic to remind everyone why Nasir Jones wears a permanent crown. Yet instead of dialing back, Jim doubled down. He bragged that he made Nas go viral again, waved off Pusha T as not even top 50, and promised anyone listening that his relevance outshined both legends combined. The arrogance felt bold at first, until the receipts started dropping. That's when the battlefield widened. Paris Fashion Week turned into a lyrical ambush. A $5 billion casino deal in Queens reshaped the power optics, and Summer Jam delivered a public gut check no one saw coming. By the time the smoke cleared, the question wasn't who's winning the beef, but did Jim Jones just write his own exit? Stick around, because every chapter dives deeper into ego, legacy, and the price of chasing clout in 2025. It began innocently enough on the Joe and Jada podcast. Mid-conversation, the host tossed Jim a softball. "Name a rapper who never really moved you." Jim smirked and fired. "Nas never did that much for me. Kids today barely know him." In seconds, eyebrows shot up, and in minutes, the clip ripped through X like wildfire. Charlemagne. Thaw God dragged the take on Breakfast Club, TikTok stitched it into reaction skits, and rap Twitter crowned it the coldest wrong answer of the year. Instead of backpedaling, Jim sprinted forward. On Bag Fuel, he declared, "I made Nas go viral again. He owes me flowers." The flex felt hollow. Spotify stats showed Nas hovering around 10 million monthly listeners while Jim sat under 1. The numbers painted a glaring imbalance that no amount of bravado could erase. Privately, insiders say label executives cringed. Publicly, fans began lining up side-by-side charts, Grammys, and sold-out arenas. The scoreboard wasn't kind, but Jim's foot stayed on the gas. That stubborn energy set the stage for a much louder response. One delivered not in a studio, but on the world's most glamorous runway. June 20th, 2024, Paris. Pharrell Williams unveiled his first Louis Vuitton men's collection inside the Musée d'Orsay. Front row, Beyoncé, Jay-Z, Rihanna, LeBron, global royalty dressed to stun. Cameras flashed, violinists played, and then, without warning, the soundtrack shifted. Unreleased clips, chains and whips, blared through the century-old hall as Pusha T and No Malice strutted down the catwalk. A single bar jabbed, "Chasing features out your element, watch the pressure block your blessings." Everyone knew the target. Pharrell's move was strategic genius, bury a rap diss inside fashion's most coveted invite, forcing billionaires to witness hip-hop's version of a sniper shot. Jay-Z nodded along, Rihanna cracked a grin, and Twitter detonated. Hours later, the clip overshadowed every handbag on the runway. Jim's Breakfast Club quote resurfaced side by side with the lyric that cut him down. While Paris buzzed over couture-level shade, Nas plotted a quieter, heavier play 3,600 miles west. Back in Queens, Nas was finalizing paperwork for Resorts World's $5 billion casino expansion, a 350,000 square foot entertainment colossus promising union jobs, workforce housing, green space, and direct transit links to JFK. No diss tracks, no podcasts, just equity and infrastructure. In his press release, Nas called it generational uplift for Southeast Queens. Translation: legacy moves speak louder than clickbait. Hip-hop blogs took note. While one MC chased trending topics, another quietly stitched himself into New York's economic blueprint. The juxtaposition sharpened every meme that followed. That contrast would explode under bright lights at Hot 97's flagship concert. Summer Jam, June 2025. After months of media sparring, Jim finally hit the MetLife stage to prove the noise matched his catalog. 2 songs in, a sudden silence swallowed the stadium, his mic cut, lights dimmed, and Funkmaster Flex's drops thundered over the PA. Some blamed technical hiccups. Rumor sites whispered Flex pulled the plug after backstage tension. Either way, 50,000 fans watched Jim exit mid-set, shoulders tight, momentum gone. Clips flooded social feeds within minutes. crowd shots looking confused, Nas classics blaring from parking lot car stereos in impromptu protest. TikTok dubbed the moment Clout Crash Live. Jim's narrative was fraying, but instead of regrouping, he booked more interviews chasing a redemption soundbite. Each mic he grabbed only dug the hole deeper. First stop, Nightcap with Shannon Sharpe. Jim stared into the camera and insisted Nas never led the culture, framing himself as the true influence for Gen Z. Comments lit up like a scoreboard. Bro, you're 3 years younger than Nas, stop the cap. 2 mornings later, he sat with Angie Martinez claiming charts proved his point but refusing to quote a single stat. Breakfast Club followed, where he quipped Pusha T's impact was nostalgia at best. Each appearance pushed view counts, but tanked public goodwill. Listeners sensed the desperation. The more he spoke, the less anyone bought in. Eventually, the culture decided to let math settle the debate. Twitter users compiled side-by-side graphics. Nas, 17 platinum and gold plaques, a 2021 Grammy for King's Disease, 3 acclaimed sequels, a sold-out Madison Square Garden anniversary show. Jim, 2 gold singles, 1 platinum ringtone-era hit, and 9 Hot 100 entries, none released this decade. The visual went viral faster than any Jim diss line. Redditors resurfaced Jim's own teen interviews praising Nas's fashion influence, proof he once idolized the very man he now discredited. The contradiction became meme currency, morphing "we fly high" into "we lie high" punchlines. Momentum swung decisively. With Nas's legacy insulated by accolades, all eyes turned back to Pusha T's next move. Industry chatter hinted the Clipse reunion album, rumored to be executive produced by Pharrell and Ye, packs multiple precision strikes at Jim. Pusha's strategy is legendary. He rarely fires first, but every retaliation feels surgical. Insiders whispered that Chains and Whips was only the warning shot. The full arsenal remains in vaults until Q4 rollout. Meanwhile, Jim tried to regain momentum by rapping over the same beat that buried him, filming the video in a Harlem alley with Dipset jerseys as props. YouTube comments labeled it "checkers on a chessboard," noting the stark optics, billion-dollar fashion house versus neighborhood block. When Jim attempted to drag No Malice, now a born-again Christian, into the feud, sympathies swung harder against him. Fans saw a man scrambling for relevance, not a competitor trading bars. All that set up the bigger conversation, how clout thirst can torch a career faster than any diss. Nas and Pusha showcase 2 lanes to immortality: build quietly, invest boldly, and let your catalog age like wine. Or swing surgical when necessary, using high-end stages as megaphones instead of clickbait interviews. Jim's month-long noise parade proves the inverse. Volume without value breeds fatigue. In 2025, the algorithm rewards moments, but the culture still honors milestones. Viral minutes fade, infrastructure and timeless art compound. So, did Jim Jones expose a hidden industry bias or just spotlight his own insecurities? On paper, the debate is finished. Grammys, Fashion Week ambushes, and billion-dollar ventures outweighed sound bites and stalled sets. But hip-hop loves a comeback almost as much as a cautionary tale. The real question is what Jim does next. Drop undeniable music, or keep feeding the feed with louder takes. Because in this game, your next move can crown you, or cancel you. Which play would you make? Don't forget to subscribe to the channel to not miss any celebrity gossip. Thanks for watching.